what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Lewis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanders. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. And short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to bull his way in. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. 3rd and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Pulled down for the tackle. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured it.
Snagged it, and there's running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they...
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ncaa!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
Lofts one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Utes will have it first and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He wants to throw it. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Touchdown, Utah! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Lewis. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And the try is no good. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with FIU taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's FIU in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. The run inside. It's Ncaa. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass. Everybody playing pass. But he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Glass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Running inside, it's Ncaa. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utah! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time.
Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Utes! And the pummeling has started. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
Caught, and he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. right back to it. And they're able to get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He'll keep it on second down. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Punts it out of the air. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hit.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Sanders. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They boot it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas.